Hi. Today I'm going to explain a little bit about the user interface and the dashboard in TargetTrade. TargetTrade is a new and innovative trading platform, and if you'd like to learn more about TargetTrade, you can see our previous tutorials. So over here I have an open trade. The order is filled on this trade. I can see here my ladder, and of course all of the elements appear on my ladder. There's my target over here, my entry price, the market value of, in this case, the USD Japanese yen, floating about my ladder. And if I want to see more of my ladder, I can minimize this area over here. And that'll expose more of my ladder in the event that I want to have a bit more of an overview of the ladder and its range. Over here I have this scale, and this scale allows me to zoom in and out on the range of prices in my ladder. And basically, if I have a target that's quite far out and a target that's in, I would want to see both of those targets, and I can do that by zooming in and out, and that will bring the range of prices to be wider within the ladder and show both those targets. So that's how I do that with this scale over here. On the top here you can see the time left to expiration counting down. Just a convenient way to understand how much time is left. Now if you look over here, there's some information on the trade. You can see the trading instrument, the USD Japanese yen. You can see the time, the expiration time, it's 9 o'clock. You can see the investment amount, $100 in this case. And then there's some information about the payout. You can read all this information about the payout. Now if you look on the top here, you have three buttons. You have the help button, and that'll expose a little help window. And that help window is searchable. It has information on how to trade, frequently asked questions, and glossaries to help you understand the terminology. And it's a very helpful little window that you'll use to learn more about TargetTrade. Over here you have the settings button, and the settings allows you to set settings like sound effects. You can create an alert that confirms an order before it's placed. You can put on and off the set target tips and the distance tips. Those are tips that will help you throughout a trade in understanding where to set a target and distance. And you can show the distance arrows or not. You can turn that off and on. The distance arrows are the arrows between the entry point and the target. I can save those changes or close it. On the far right there you've got the full screen button, and the full screen button allows you to enter the application into full screen. It can be very convenient for some people to trade in full screen. It allows them to focus solely on TargetTrade and not the distractions of their browser. Now if you look to the left here you see the ranking table. And one thing about the ranking table is if you want to see more of it, in a lot of cases there may be many trades on the ranking table. You would minimize the tools table down here, and that will expose more of the ranking table. Now the ranking table has rank, username, target, distance. And you'll notice that next to the distance there are eyes. And the eyes tell us a little bit more about that trade. For example, for this trade I can see that there's two targets. I can see the value of those targets, the entry price. I can see that one target was hit and one wasn't, and I can see when the target that was hit. And the same with all the rest, and that's very good information to know so you can understand a little bit about where you stand in this trade. There's a tab for ranking rules, and it's a very convenient way to see rules about the ranking, read them, and in case you forget something about the ranking and you want to understand more. And if you look at the tools table, you can also minimize the ranking table in order to expose more of the tools. So it's a convenient way of seeing more of this area. And in the tools table you have your trades, and that's all the trades that have been placed today, the status of those trades and how many targets. In this case I just have the USD Japanese yen with one target, and the status is of course filled. And I can expand that to just show a bit more information about that trade, the investment amount, the payout, the entry price, the target, whether it was hit or not, and the distance. If I click on the account tab, it tells me information about my account. Over here it has my account balance, the starting balance, the investment, and over here I have my account tab, and my account tab shows me my account balance, starting balance for the day, the investment, what was invested today, and I can see some information about that trade. The payout and account bonus, and here I have a button that I can click if I want to know a little bit more about my account. Now up the top here I have a very important button, it's the new trade tab, and if I click on that it'll open a new trading tab which will allow me to trade another trade simultaneously, and then I can go back and forth from one tab to the other to keep updated on the different trades. And that's a very convenient way to trade with TargetTrade. So that covers the dashboard and UI of TargetTrade. Thank you very much.